Hello, scholars. I hope all is well with you. This is the first of our many lessons that we will have together as we navigate through quantitative literacy and statistics. Again, the main way to be successful in this class is to keep up with the notes, keep up with class content, doing your homework, and of course, asking questions as you have them. Because remember, closed mouths don't get fed. What we're going to do is we're going to look at sections 1.1 and 1.7, which delves into place value, writing numbers and words, rounding, and using rounding to estimate. So let's first start with the place value chart. So when we look at digits, we look at them in terms of place value. So place value always starts with the ones place, and then we move to the left. So the decimal point would come before the ones place. Ones, tens, hundreds, that makes up the ones period. A comma, and then thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, another comma. Millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, another comma. Billions, 10 billions, 100 billions, another comma, and then trillions would come after that. Knowing place value is important when it comes to rounding, when it comes to estimating. So those are concepts that we're going to be looking at in this particular lesson. So to start out very, very basic, identifying the place value of the digit 4 in each number. So you have 954,212. So if we were to line up 954 with the place value chart, we would have 9, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2. Notice that the 4 lines up with the thousands place. So that's thousands. Similarly, we do the same thing with 2247, 2, 2, 4, 7. That's the tens place. So identifying place value is simply lining up where your numbers are. Next up, writing each number in words. So writing each number in words, you write it out the same way as if we were saying it. So 835 means just that. 835. Straightforward. Now part B, you have 170,016. So that means 170,000, comma. Now that comma is very, very important because you're going to another period. 16. So put 16, and that's it. Since there wasn't anything in the hundreds place, you don't put hundreds. So that's written out the way that it should be. Translating each verbal statement into words. Again, you read the number and write out the digits that goes with that number. So 9,822. 9,822. It means exactly what it sounds like. 504,657. So that's 504,000, comma, 657. So again, the key there is you're writing it out exactly as it sounds. Writing out exactly as it sounds. And that's a lot of what section 1.1 is. Identifying basic place value, writing numbers and words and writing them in digits. Now let's go to rounding. So with rounding, to round a whole number or a decimal, identify the place where you need to round and draw a line under the number. Look at the number, so for example 1, round 4,672 to the nearest 10. The number in the tens place is the 7, so we're going to underline that. Step 2, look at the number behind the underlined number, so that's 2. If the number behind the line is 5 or above, add 1 to the underlined number. If the number is 4 or below, leave the underlined number alone. So basically that's 5 and up, round up. 4 and down, round down, which basically means you leave the number alone. You leave that number alone. So since it's a 2, this round number will round to 4,670. After you finish rounding, you get rid of all the numbers behind the underlined number. Get rid of, put a 0. So that's where you're putting zeros. Alright, so example 2. Round 2,783 to the nearest 100. So the hundredth place is the 7. There's an 8 behind it. So 8 triggers rounding up. That gives you 2,800. So example 1 was a rounding down situation. Example 2 was a rounding up situation. So let's look at example 3. A jar of candy at a carnival had 2,519 pieces of M&Ms. Round this figure to the nearest 1,000. So if we round this figure to the nearest 1,000, 2519, the thousandth place is the 2. And we look at the number directly behind it. So that 5 triggers rounding up. So the 2 will move to a 3. And all the other numbers changes over. So you're 3,000. That's it. Problem's over. So let's go ahead and tie these two together and look at a table. So for this table, we have, basically we're looking at black household incomes comparing the year 2013 to 2018. So example 1, identify the median household income for a family from the Phoenix, Mesa, Scottsdale, Arizona area in 2013. Write your answer in words. So 2013, this column here, and we're looking at Phoenix, Mesa, Scottsdale. So we're talking about 39677. 39677. They wanted it in words, so that's 39,000, comma 677. There you go. So we're just pulling information off of the table. Example 2. Identify the median household income for a family from the Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Roswell, Georgia area in 2018. Write your answer in digits. So we're just leaving it as a number. There's 2018. Here's the Atlanta area. That's 54,456. 54,456. And that's your final answer because it's already in digits. It's already in digits. Example 3. Identify the median household income for a family from the Jackson, Mississippi area in 2018. Round your answer to the nearest thousand. So we're looking at 2018, Jackson, Mississippi area. So that's 38,908. And we're rounding to the nearest thousand. So the thousandth place is where the 8 is located. We look at the 9 behind it. 9 triggers rounding up. So this is a rounding up moment to 39,000. So the median household income in Jackson, Mississippi in 2018 is about $39,000. So again, notice we took a chart, identified basic information that we need to pull off of that chart. So the last concept that we're going to look at today focuses on using rounding to estimate an answer. So most of the time when we want to round, we're using it to estimate. So this is how we would go about doing that. So they're telling us to estimate each answer by rounding to the nearest 10. So we round all the numbers to whatever place they want us to round it to, and then we perform whatever arithmetic we need to, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. So for part A, 28, 41, 91, and 46, we're adding them together. So 28 would round to 30. 2 is in the 10th place, and there's an 8. 41 would round to 40 for the 1 behind it. 91 would round down to 90. And 46 would round up to 50. And those would be the numbers that we would add together. So you have 30, 40, 90, 50. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 4 is 9. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 210. So you're left with a final estimate of 210. And it's important here to note that it is an estimate. It is not the exact answer. It's not the exact answer. So, part B. 298 minus 145. Again, we're rounding to the nearest 10. 298 would round to 300. And 145 would round to 150. So when we work this problem out, 300 minus 150, 0 minus 0 is 0. You can't take 5 from 0, so you have to borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So your estimate is 150. Again, your estimate. It's not the exact answer, it's just an estimate. And then lastly, we'll take a look at part C. 72 times 46. 72, if we're rounding to the nearest 10, is 70. 46, if we're rounding to the nearest 10, is 50. So we're doing 70 times 50. So 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 7 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 7 is 35. And then you add them all up, you get 3,500 as your estimate. So with that completes our look at sections 1.1, basic place value, writing numbers, and 1.7, rounding numbers and estimation. So take these two basic introductory concepts and we're going to apply it to a lot of concepts that we will do in this class. So for your assignments that are with us at this point, you have the two textbook assignments. One of them is 1 through 33 odd, and you are skipping problem number 11. The other is 3 through 66, the multiples of 3. That means you're only doing problems that are multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. And then there you're skipping problems 54 and 57. Please, please, please email me if you have questions so that I can take care of some of the misunderstandings. Other than that, have yourself a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.